Starting off with the latest coming in from Pakistan, where the uncertainty continues to loom large. Prime Minister Imran Khan is expected to address the parliament in a short while from now, ahead of the vote on the no-confidence motion against him. According to Pakistani media reports, this motion is expected to be tabled any minute now. The Pakistan National Assembly has been adjourned throughout the day multiple times and is expected to resume proceedings shortly. The opposition has been blaming Imran Khan for using delaying tactics in face of the no-confidence motion. They were chanting slogans of voting immediately, asking for the vote to be held immediately. Those scenes of ruckus that unfolded earlier in the parliament. And amid this upheaval, Imran Khan was seen at a fundraising event at a private hospital in Islamabad. Earlier in the day, while speaking in the assembly, the foreign minister, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, has said that the speaker's decision ahead of the no-trust motion against Imran Khan earlier was final.
तारीख गवाह होगी, तारीख हक़ाइक़ कभी छुपते नहीं हैं, दबाए जा सकते हैं, पर्दे में रखे जा सकते हैं, छुपाए जा सकते हैं, लेकिन एक वक्त आएगा जनाब चेयरमैन कि तारीख उनको बेनकाब करेगी। तारीख उन लोगों को जिन लोगों ने ये सारा नाटक रचाया है उनको बेनकाब करेगी, याद रखिए।
Going straight across now to our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, who has been tracking those minute-by-minute developments on the ground. Fast-paced developments, Anas. Take us through the very latest. As at this point, has the session resumed? We do expect Imran Khan to also address the National Assembly any minute now.
Well, the session has not resumed as yet, and with each passing minute, it gets closer and closer. The clock is ticking for the midnight to inch closer, and that contempt of court that can be possibly be applied. Now, there are speculations, rather strong hints that are being given that the Speaker of the Assembly and the Deputy Speaker both can tender in their resignations. This is being reported by the Pakistani media as well. Just a very short while back, as we stood back, there's a cavalcade that entered from the Prime Minister House's cabinet block into the parliament, and then it went towards that VIP gate side. Unclear who it was. Could be the Prime Minister, could be not. It's unclear, as I said. But what I can confirm that that the Supreme Court Bar Association's petition will be heard at 12:05. That's exactly in 29 minutes from now, on the contempt of court. There's a prisoner van that was across the road earlier. Now it has been placed next to the Parliament gate. In case if there is a contempt of court, then the judges can also order an arrest. That's one thing. The clock is ticking. It's just 23 minutes now as I talk to you, and there's high drama that still continues to unfold over here, with a higher probability of both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker resigning. Molly?
Right. Let's also talk about the move that's been taken by the government earlier when it comes to... Yes, go ahead.
No. Molly, the Speaker and Deputy Speaker have resigned. I can confirm the Speaker and Deputy Speaker both have submitted their resignation, and they have excused themselves from chairing the session of the Parliament for the vote of no confidence. So now the matter goes to the panel of chairs. Both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, Qasim Suri, have resigned. That is confirmed now. Confirming from the sources of the Assembly, both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Qasim Suri, have resigned. And now the matter of vote will go towards the panel of chairs that has 5 people, 3 from PTI, 1 from PMLI, and 1 from the Pakistan People's Party. Molly?
All right, so that's the latest coming in. As Anas Malik is telling us, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have both tendered their resignations. Remember, there was widespread speculation on this move. In the latest coming in, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have resigned. This is just minutes before the National Assembly session was to resume. And we were looking at that vote on the no confidence motion to be going ahead as well. Anas Malik has been tracking those developments, and as of now, we are looking at the political drama in Pakistan, which has another turn, and the uncertainty, of course, continues at this point. Imran Khan has maintained in the latest statement that was given out by him just a while ago, as well as Anas was telling us, that this is a foreign conspiracy to topple his government. That's been the message that's come in from the Pakistan administration all throughout, something that the Pakistan foreign minister earlier in the day also reiterated, categorically saying that this is a foreign conspiracy and this is the result of a foreign hand to topple the Imran Khan government. Remember, earlier in the day, Shah Mahmood Qureshi also went on to say that the US NSA, National Security Advisor, had reached out to the Pakistan NSA and asked him to ensure that the Imran Khan Russia trip should not go ahead. That was a statement that was made by the foreign minister earlier in the day while addressing the floor of the House. Now, in the latest that we have at this point, the Assembly session has not reconvened after seeing a series of adjournments through the day. The political drama now continuing. Remember, the clock has been ticking. As of now, the local time in Islamabad is 11:40 p.m. Just 20 minutes to go before this would be regarded as a contempt of court. Remember, the Supreme Court earlier, after its intervention was sought, the Supreme Court earlier in its verdict had said that the vote must be held on the no confidence motion against Imran Khan. It had rejected the ruling on the 3rd of April given out by the Deputy Speaker, saying that the ruling was unconstitutional and that the vote against the no confidence motion must go ahead. The Deputy Speaker on the 3rd of April, remember, had again reiterated that this the messaging, of course, that day as well from the government was that this was a foreign conspiracy to topple the Imran Khan government. And that's something that Imran Khan has maintained right up until this point. The Chief Justice a while ago was seen, the convoy was seen heading towards the Supreme Court. There is the possibility of the Supreme Court session also convening in a short while from now. There is widespread uncertainty on what happens next. But what is clear at this point, and in the latest that's come in, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have resigned. That was just minutes before the National Assembly session was to reconvene after going through a series of adjournments through the day. It was to vote, the House was to vote on the no confidence motion against Prime Minister Imran Khan. Now, the twists and turns in this political drama continuing. Imran Khan has tried every trick in the book to try and delay this vote all through the day. We've seen a series of developments that have pushed the clock to this point where at 11:40 p.m. in Islamabad, the vote on the no confidence motion has still not been held, and the Deputy Speaker and the Speaker have now both resigned. Just piecing together the latest that we have at this point, the Supreme Court Bar Association's petition is also expected to be heard in a short while from now. There is a prisoner van that has been shifted to the Parliament gate. So that's the latest scene at the Parliament as of now. The Supreme Court bench is also expected to preside over the contempt of court in just a short while from now. So those are the developments that are expected over the next half an hour or so. And as per the updates coming in from our correspondent, Anas Malik. All right, he's now with us over the phone line. Anas, go ahead. I believe you have another update to share with us.
Molly, as I talk to you, that the Speaker is there at the Assembly inside right now. he's chairing the session, and he said that he would want to convey 2-3 things, that this can possibly be his last session. He's chairing the session right now, and he said that he is bound by the Constitution, and that he is by sitting on the chair of the Speaker, he is bound to protect the interests of the nation. He said that that he has received a new document from the cabinet, and this document will be sent to the Chief Justice as well. And he said that he cannot stay back as the Speaker anymore. Molly?
All right, so high voltage drama that's being witnessed in Pakistan. This was supposed to be D-Day for the vote on the no confidence motion to be held. As Anas is telling us, the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker have both resigned, and now that address that's been delivered by the Speaker. Anas, we also expect the Supreme Court to be holding... we also expect the Supreme Court Bar Association's petition to be heard in just a short while from now. We also expect the Supreme Court bench to preside over the contempt of court. If you can take us through what is expected in the court in just a short while from now.
Well, if this goes for the vote, then the Supreme Court might not take the vote or the petition as I talk to you. And the Speaker has announced that he's resigning. And the vote of no confidence is on. It's continuing, and the opposition have been asked to move to their galleries, to their respective galleries as well. The panel of chairs. From the panel of chairs, Speaker Ayaz Sadiq is currently.
औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। मैं मोहतरम असद कैसर साहब को खिराज तहसीन पेश करना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने अपनी जमात के साथ भी अपनी वाबस्तगी को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए बड़ी ऑनरेबल एग्जिट की, और उनका हम सब के साथ एक बहुत अच्छा रिलेशनशिप रहा, वर्किंग रिलेशनशिप रही, ऊंच नीच भी रही, मगर उन्होंने बड़े डिग्निटी से ये सारे प्रोसीडिंग्स कंडक्ट करने की कोशिश की और ऑपोजिशन को साथ लेके। जी, item number 4. Ji, kindly pay attention. Voting on the resolution moved by Mian Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, leader of the opposition, on 28 March 2020. For information of honorable members, I read out the procedure of voting on the resolution for a vote of no confidence against the Prime Minister as set out in the second schedule of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the National Assembly 2007. Before voting commences, I shall direct that the bells be rung for 5 minutes to enable members not present in the chambers to be present there. Immediately after the bells stop ringing, all the entrances to the lobbies shall be locked, and assembly staff posted at each entrance shall not allow any entry or exit through those entrances until the voting has concluded. I shall then read out the resolution before the assembly, and ask the members who wish to vote in favor of the resolution to pass in single file through the entrance where tellers shall be posted to record the votes. On reaching the desk of the tellers, each member shall in turn call out the division number allotted to him under the rules, him or her under the rules. The teller shall then mark off the number on the division list, simultaneously calling out names of the member. In order to ensure that his vote has been properly recorded, the member shall not move off until he has clearly heard the teller call out his name. After a member has recorded his vote, he shall not return to the chamber until bells are again rung. When all members who wish to vote have recorded their votes, I shall announce that the voting has concluded. Thereupon, the Secretary shall cause the division list to be collected, count the recorded votes, and present the result to the count to me. I will then direct that the bells be rung for 2 minutes to enable members to return to the chamber. After the bells stop ringing, I shall announce the result to the Assembly. Now we are going to start the process. Bells bajaiye for 5 minutes.
We're listening in to the proceedings of the National Assembly, the vote on the no confidence motion against Imran Khan that is going to be taking place. The Pakistan National Assembly has reconvened after seeing a series of adjournments. Imran Khan and his party continuing to maintain that the no confidence motion has been the result of a foreign conspiracy to topple the Imran Khan government. High political drama, a series of twists and turns as far as Pakistan's political crisis is concerned. The voting and the proceedings taking place just about 10 minutes before midnight. Remember, this was the very small window that was going to expire in just a few minutes from now. Anas Malik has been tracking those developments. Anas, over to you. What is the latest?
Well, the bells are being rung as we speak in the lobbies. This is going to go on for about 5 minutes. And then those in favor of the motion will be asked to move to one side of the lobby. Now, it is pertinent to mention that the PTI lawmakers have walked out. So as we speak, there is nobody. I'm standing inside and there's literally nobody on the treasury benches. And they were a deserted look. There was a shortest scuffle as well, an exchange of hot words between an PTI MP and a guest, and some parliamentary language was used over there. The guest was escorted. The PTI MNA was also escorted out. As we speak, the session is now being chaired by Sadiq, who is a member of the panel of chairs, and he is now overlooking the proceedings. As I talk to you, for the next 5 minutes, and as we speak, in the lobbies of the assembly downstairs in the hall, that's where bells are being rung, and the process for agenda number 4, the agenda item that is calling for the vote on the no confidence motion, is currently ongoing. Molly?
All right, Anas, you have been at the National Assembly. If you can take us through the mood inside and outside. We believe that security has been tightened as a result of the fast-paced developments and the high political drama that has unfolded.
Well, both inside and outside, inside the House, inside the Parliament Hall itself, and outside the Assembly, we're seeing heightened security measures now put in place by the administration. They're taking no risks, and more and more sergeant at arms have been deployed inside the Assembly, around the borders or around the walls of the visitors' gallery as well, in order to avoid any untoward incident that can possibly arise as being emotional. Now, there are essentially only opposition, or what is now presumed to be in government, their MPs and their guests who are here inside the assembly right now. and this process will take another 10 to 15 minutes to be completed. For the next 5 minutes, the process of ringing the bells is currently ongoing, and we can hear that ongoing in the lobby and in the lobbies of the hall of the parliament. I can hear that very clearly because there's a lot of commotion around. Probably you would not be able to hear that. But the process for the vote of no confidence is currently underway. It's just 5 minutes left for this to ensure that the process is completed, and that is the reason. So we haven't seen the Prime Minister come out. The panel of chairs is speaking right now. I asked Sadiq, and he has said that the bells have been rung, and now he'll ask the other members to move at one side. I asked Sergeant Arms speaking to Sadiq right now, the chairperson, the panel of chairs person.
Right. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.